So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom and welcome back to the test server. This is the 1.3 test server. Went live the other day. Not a huge amount of changes. Mainly seems to be tinkering with a number of the maps and one brand new map, of which I'll bring you some footage of shortly. But the main tank change, I guess, there's three tank changes, if you like, within this test server. The buffing of the first set of missions reward tanks, the T-55A, the tier 9 German stroke Russian medium tank, gets some significant buffs, as the Object 260, the tier 10 Russian heavy tank that you also got through rewards. Can't say that word, rewards. The third thing is one that sort of slipped under the radar a little bit, and I didn't notice it until I saw a video from Sam Lockhart, and that is the suggested changes to the IS3a to make it a full autoloader. So this is it. So if you have the 3A, which I do, sadly, because it's not particularly great, you will have it set up now with an autoloader in the garage, in the test server only at the moment. So this is what it is. So what to say about it? It has a 3 shell magazine. Takes 12, 15 and 18 seconds to reload. Now it seems to be a bit like the Italian one, in that it starts to reload as soon as you fire the first one. However, this one seems to foster firing your entire clip in one go. So you're better off blowing your load, so to speak, with this thing. And it will catch out a lot of players, because suddenly you take one shot from an IS3 and you think, okay, I've got a few seconds before it reloads, but it doesn't. It goes boom, 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 because it's 3 seconds between each shot. So that's pretty impressive. Penetration values with standard shells is 221, with the premium rounds it's 270 and 61 with HE. 390 average damage. Now, usual problem with these sort of autoloaders is that once you've got one clip loaded, to change shell type you need to change completely and reload the whole shell clip, which is a bit tedious. Also, the dispersion is still horrible at 0.46. and aim time is actually better. They've improved the aim time to 3 seconds, which is better than on the standard vehicle. So there you go. This is the thing. Otherwise this tank has not changed. It has the same crew layout of 3. It has the same armor as the previous IS3, excuse me, an IS3a. Let me put my crew back in. And it has yeah, exactly the same. Now the only other thing is it can no longer take a rammer, which is a bit of a bummer. So I'm going to put vertical stabs on. I'm going to put gun lane drive to try and improve that aim time. And you know what, I might put coated optics on, because spotting for yourself is always a good thing. There we go. So what's that done to everything? Firepower wise, we're getting dispersion. You can see I haven't got brothers in arms on this crew. It's only, yeah, it's got one set of skills and just about to complete repairs on the second, so I might swap that out in a minute. That's given me just shy of 2000 DPM. Still lousy. Gun depression -5. Load time now for the entire clip is 44 seconds, which is a little bit tardy, but you know, it is an autoloader, so what do you expect? It's 11.7, 14.7 and 17.6 for each shell reload, which is interesting. What's my spotting range now? Still not great. 385, almost not worth it putting on that. In fact, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take my coated optics out. I'm going to put vents on, because at least that gets a little bit more view range. I get a bit more improvements in gun handling. So it doesn't do much to my view range, doesn't reduce it terribly, but it now brings my DPM over the 2000 mark, which is good, and the load time is down to 11.5, 14.4, blah blah blah. Okay, so you know what we need to do now. Hope the frame rate is better than it has been on the test server. We need to go and play a game. Okay, so here we are on Overlord. It's a tier 10 game, of course. Everyone would be spamming gold. I haven't changed my shell loadout. Never mind. It would help if I press the right button. What's this saying? Exploring. Oh. One thing to say. I don't want to go stuck with the heavies and then go out to the open stars. Maybe going that way. One thing to say about this tank, they have nerfed its mobility a little bit, so the acceleration is down to 10, I think it was 13, something like that before. So it's a little bit faster getting moving. There you are, all 3 shells loaded. It's still not too bad. To be honest, for me, the acceleration is fine as it is, as long as getting uphill isn't too bad. The hill is what scuppers you. The ship on over there. Excuse me, got fog in my throat. Scoop in over there. I've got no gun depression, which does not help. One. Couldn't quite get the second shot away. So we fired one. And the reload for the next. Flipping G didn't like that. So at the moment it's kind of like an Italian tank. That object gone? Damn. Can't push too far because I'll get slapped. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Can't get my shell. Can't get the gun down on him, which is really frustrating. He's come out because he thinks I've fired. Of course I have. Shot in the arse by teeth. He's on fire and he's toast. Damnation. Okay, thank you, whoever that was. Ah, still got taken out. So, well, nothing special, but we did okay. Blocked 2,000, did 2,000 assistance, did 1,400 actual damage. Nothing particularly special. Back with the result. So nothing particularly special, 3rd class spotter and arsonist, but you know, it was a tier 10 game, so what are you going to do? Finished 4th on the team, 1,405 damage, 1 kill, 935 base XP, fired 7 shots, hit with 5, penned with 3, took 5 hits, all of which penned. Well, I was up against some big old shit there. 53,500 credits, after cost 37.5, don't run premium accounts on the test server. Only 64 for a nothing special game, nearly 2,000 XP, would have been nearly 3,000. I'm going to modify my shell load because it does seem a bit weird that, so I've got 3 shell clips, so everything should be 3s, shouldn't it? There you go, that's better. So the way it was set up, I wasn't actually able to load complete clips. Let's try again. Okay, so this gives me a chance to have a new look, or a first look at the changes to Fisherman's Bay. They've made a few changes. I thought they'd already done this, so it's my bad. I was playing a game, I don't know when it was, quite a while ago, in heavy, and I went from this spawn into the city and got wrecked before I got 2 feet. They've changed it. The bushes up here have been reduced drastically, the line of sights have been blocked, particularly for the northern spawn, so the idea is they can get into the city much quicker and easier. We shall see whether that actually applies. I mean, this is a test server, so people do some weird shit. But it's a good opportunity to see how bare this is. Blimey, look how bare this is up here. Wowza. Yeah, they've reduced it alright. This is a tier 10 game, by the way. Big old blockhouse there, blocking the line of sight. Look at that big house here. That makes it a lot harder to get any shots down onto that, where that E100 went. In fact, I would hasten to suggest that there's nothing you can do here in terms of what you would traditionally do. They're sheltered from us, we're sheltered from them as well. Not completely, it would seem. Sorry. Oh, I hate the my inventory shot there and I wafted it. Down there anymore. I'm getting spotted. I can't see anything to shoot at. Not sure. I'd say nice shot, but he's not absolutely. Autoloader. There we go. I'm out. That's the fun thing with this tank. I tracked him with the first shot and then was able to put 2 actual hits in and he's down and toast. That makes a big difference. There's a Panther up there. Nice. Yeah, this if we had a little bit of gun depression, it'd be even better. This tank, I like it very much actually. It's definitely an improvement on the standard. Whoa! Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, this gun is fun. This gun is real fun. I like it a Lakey. Can I see that IS3a? I made a run for it there. No, see, that's my problem, is view range. Maybe I should have put the coated optics on. What's great is the fact you can clip things. Well, not clip things, but you can hit one and then do another. Look at the... It's going to disappear before it gets anywhere near. Can I even get... No, I can't even get a shot on it. Yeah, that's awkward. Look at that. Building there, blocking everything here. And I think it's the same that side as well. You can't see from the other side. Plus they've removed all the bushes up here. Look at this gun depression. So what I do like is the fact that once you've fired once, you have the chance to keep repeat firing. Come round about, don't want to get caught in that. MX is down there somewhere. I probably, if I'd been playing this properly on the proper server, I probably would have gone down the 1-2 line. I just wanted to see what the bushes were like up here and what it was like with the changes to the map. You can see it's quite substantial actually. The lines of sight have been somewhat dominated by these new buildings. I'd like to do what he's doing, but I'm not sure I've got the speed. He didn't get spotted doing it though, did he? IS3a is on the move. No shots on that guy. God damn it, they removed all the buildings here. APCR shells as standard, which is yeah, aim time is so slow that I couldn't get aim in. I could have taken a snapshot, I suppose, given the fact I've got an autoloader. I could just take those random shots, but it kind of goes against the grain somehow. I want to... Where's he gone? There he is. He's behind the hill. Yeah, I like this. This gun is fun. It's far better than the old one. If you've got, I believe what's going to happen is if you've got an IS3a in your garage already, you will be able to swap it out for this. And I presume what they'll do is then sell the the old version and the new version for the collectors, inverted commas. But I like the fact you can clip things in a heavy. You know, that Centurion that popped round, I tracked him with one shot and then put 2 further shots into him, and that makes a big difference. Really big difference. Is it absolute extraordinary heavy tank? No. But is it going to be a lot of fun? Oh yeah. Especially against lower tier tanks. This thing's going to be an absolute scream. That was 3rd class. We got Battle Buddy. I'm doing something wrong. Haven't caused team damage for 50 games. 5 for effect and Bruiser. Finished up 3rd on the team. Okay. 1772 damage, 2 kills, 924 base XP, 8 shots, 8 hits, 6 penetrations. Took 5 hits myself, 1 bounce, the rest penetrated. I was against gold firing tier 9s and 10s, so not surprising. 30,500 credits, without premium count would have been 54, with and 1,000 experience would have been 1,500 with a premium count. New test server's up, so we thought I'd have a look at the new map that's in test. This is Hinterland. Hinterland. Okay, it's only a 30v30 map, so the grand battles. So, I mean, 30v30 used to be for tier 10s only. They've modified that, or appear to be looking at modifying that for 30v30s. Oh, sorry. What are we talking about? Modifying that for tier 8 tanks as well as 10s. So there's a test going on the live server which allows you to do that. So it could be that the Grand Battle mode becomes a little bit more common. 30 tier 8s on the map at one time. That could be kind of exciting, couldn't it? So excuse the graphics. I always run graphics for the test server on just standard, really. So you can see here it's got this big central area for all the heavies to scrap around in. Brickworks, I think these are. That's what it's supposed to be. Lots of nice area here for brawling. It's pretty good actually. Like it. Fairly open, but also got some nice buildings to hide behind and side scrape off and so forth. Some positions for tanks to get into, TD positions there. Oh, very nice. Let's go out to the flank. Let's just go back to our camp first of all. Some nice positions there for good turret armour tanks to defend on. I wonder which ones have the most turret armour in this game. Let me think. Ooh, could be Russian. Oh yes. There's no Russian bias, so it's fine. Little placements here for obvious positions for TDs. This reminds me of it's that open field map. If you're brave, you've got good frontal armour and a TD sit up there, could be kind of nice. Out here on the left flank for the green team, lots of low ground here. Pretty good. Nice positions out here. More sort of suitable for the mediums and the lights, I guess. Speedy TDs or scouts can get up here, spot everything as they come towards that Russian church up there. Marshland here that slows everything down, I can imagine. Remember, you're gonna have, it's a big map, so you're gonna have 30 tanks aside of this. It's kind of nice actually. I like it. I like it more than the other 30v30 maps. does anybody play 30v30 anymore? That's the only question I have. But you know, if they made it tier 8s, then maybe. Some nice positions out around here. This is the other flank of the capping of the defending side, or the northern side, so we should be defending side. Everybody's defending and attacking all the time, aren't they? Again, TD positions. This reminds me of that new Polish map. Railway line over the back there. Yeah, I quite like this map. Looks like it's got something for everybody. That's all I ever want in a map, is something for everybody. This is all back here. Lots of empty positions, good for the artillery to hide and TDs to do some last minute defending of caps. Embankments and stuff here. Dead tank. Huh. Again, nice TD positions up here by the look of it. Not sure how much view range they're going to have, but actually pretty good all the way down that hill. This is the northern cap. Again, nice positions around it. Good defensive holding positions. Oh, you've got to love a windmill, haven't you? Even with a hole in it, looks like Harry Potter. Let's go out to the other flank. This all looks a bit undulated, could be quite fun here. Lots of lower positions here. Again, good for tanks with good turrets and gun depression. Very open though, artillery are going to love it over here. They're going to love it, there's nowhere to hide. Nowhere to hide from the pigs. Well, I suppose you could, if you're in the other flank, get down behind here maybe. Might give you a chance, but yeah. Very open on that here on this wing. Mind you, both wings are quite open. So you're going to need to use camo and mobility. Interesting map though. I like it. I do like it. 30v30. Trouble is that's typically around about 5 artillery aside. They can make an awful mess on a map like this. Very much. Even that centre that's quite open, you could find yourself being obliterated. And down here to this gully. There's gully again. A bit more open than Sand River, but there you go. There you go. Back to the beginning again. So there you have it. That is the new Hinterland. They say it's going to be a tier 8 map as well as a tier 10 map. So we shall see. The 30 tanks on this could be very, very entertaining. Lots of good terrain for tanks, and so I think Arty are going to love it. I'm sure that will excite everybody out there. Artillery are going to love it. Oh, we know how everyone loves artillery. So if we can just spin it there. And there you go. Hope you enjoyed this quick look at Hinterland. Currently on the test server, looking at for ground battles. Currently all tier 10s, but being tested as 30 tier 8s. So we'll see whether they go ahead with that, because I think it could be interesting. Not quite front lines, but getting back towards that. All tier 8s, fun. Anyway, let me know what you think down below.